Brian Kinard of Lighthouse Realty joins us. We're going to talk a little bit about the realty side of things in just a moment. But you've got your fingers on the pulse of the island, Brian. One of the most fun parts of the spring and then through the summer on the island is about to get going. Farmers markets. We got a couple of them on the island.
Yes, we do. We'll cover two of them. It doesn't cover all of them that we have on the island, but the two that we'll cover today. First one over at Honeyhorn on Tuesdays from 10 to 1. Of course, Honeyhorn is such a beautiful location. Always got fun events going on. And on Tuesdays, local vendors and farmers and vegetable growers and everything else will be there having their wares. And I hear there's a good she crab soup there as well.
Ooh, there we go. And no Chinese tariffs involved in any of this.
No Chinese
we'll get past that national news thing going on.
Maybe a cross-island toll.
Yeah, well, there you go. Coastaldiscovery.org is the place to find out more information there. That's Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays, we got another market you can go to.
That's right, the market over at the Village of Wexford. Once again, you got all your local artisans, craft makers. I heard there was some really good coffee over there. They've got turned the entire market in the village into the market, and that one runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesdays.
All right, and if you imagine parking being a little tight there,
Yes.
It is also a trolley stop. Folks
That's right.
need to know that. So maybe you can practice using the trolley by maybe parking up at Shelter Cove and catching the trolley down. Would that make a smart move?
That may make a smart move, and quite honestly, I've actually been noticing quite a few of the trolleys around. Molly and I took a bike ride yesterday for Mother's Day, and seeing the trolleys around has been good, and it's going to be a great way to, like you said, help with that parking situations and everything through the summer.
There we go. All right, we talked about Shelter Cove as a place to park. It's also a place to park and go have some terrific fun. We're getting ready to have, the summer jams?
Summer jams, summer fireworks. They've got car shows over there. But specifically, Summer Jam starts on June 11th. Starts at 5 p.m. Much like all the other events that the Island Rec Center hosts over there. It is a free event to get into. Bring your lawn chairs, sandwiches, buy some food from one of the vendors there around Shelter Cove. And then they'll also have the face painting and the bouncy houses and things like that for a nominal fee.
All right, and again, for more information there, islandreccenter.org, which is a great site to just have bookmarked anyway, particularly when you've got people coming into town in May and June and July, because they have all sorts of things going on, as does the Coastal Discovery Museum. All right, change hats.
All right, let's do it.
Put your realtor hat on now. You're getting ready to go to Washington, D.C. to meet with the National Association of Realtors and to also talk to our congressional delegation that's up in D.C. What sort of things are you going to talk about from a local that really affect us here on the island?
Yeah, definitely. So from a local standpoint, it's great to be able to go up there and represent our association with the other members that'll be up there with us. We're talking about all the issues that affect us here locally and nationally: housing affordability, quality of life issues within our communities, obviously environmental issues, and all kinds of different things that go into that well-rounded community and homes that we look for.
Nice to get the ear of Senator Graham and Senator Scott and Congressman Cunningham there. Yep. We talked a couple of months ago about kind of where the market was here on the island. You were very positive about where things were. Any change in the last couple of months now that we've gotten through Heritage and are kind of getting into the meat of late spring and early summer? Yeah,
definitely. We had a nice little spring pop. The prices continue to increase a little bit. Nice, sustainable, what I consider to be a sustainable increase, and looking very much like the past. We've got increased demand, reduced inventories. Being Hilton Head Island specifically, that market, we clearly are supply and demand with a limited supply of land, coupled with that land management ordinance of low density, creates a great environment for future growth.
So a good time to be selling a house on the island if you're thinking about moving or changing sizes of houses and moving within the island. And the talk, you tell me, interest rates fairly steady?
A couple of the mortgage folks I've talked to in the past few weeks have said that if they could go back, they would change the forecast and say that we're not going to see many more rate increases this year. But definitely, if you're looking for any of the mortgage advice, the Mortgage Lenders Association gets you taken care of on that front as well.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Good stuff. I appreciate it. Brian Kinard of Lighthouse Realty.
Thanks for having me.
Hannah Horn, the Vice President of Public Policy and Programs for the Hilton Head Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. A little busy as we tape. One of the things she was going to talk about, though, that certainly bears mentioning is this week's awarding by the Chamber of Commerce of the Small Business of the Year. The nominees: Bell Strategies, Branches Home Elements and Found Goods, Charter One Realty, Island Time Cruises, Mr. Label, Sign Design, SNS Technologies, Superior Heating and Air, The Vacation Company, and Vagabond Cruises. Those all nominated for Small Business of the Year. That award given this week, as will the Startup of the Year award. 3 competitors, 3 nominees for that award: Hope Life, Lymphedema and Rehab Center, the Modern Barn, and Pure Salt Studios, the startups of the year. Congratulations to all of them just for being nominated, and we'll, I'm sure, be talking about the winners coming up next week. Steve Riley's up next. He's going to talk about what the next budget for Hilton Head Island might have that will affect you, and well, how you might still have some input in it. Stay with us.